extensions. Disco. Disco Elysium companion. Install. I'd like to configure. Use Twitch integration. I need this secret here. We're starting soon. Connection is established. Now, does it work? People, any extension showed up? Perhaps or not. Oh. Rabbi, what's up? So I need to start the game for us to see if it works or not. Okay, because I don't see anything on a screen. That's why I'm asking. But there is no add extension. There's only a key, a token that you add. And then it should work. I'll check those extensions once more. But there is no install like for Pedal Exile. This one is different. It says it's installed. Disco Elysium companion. And that's all there is to it. It is installed. Is it on? It's active. Activate set as overlay. The extension Disco Elysium companion is now active on slot extension overlay. Okay. Active. Does it work now? Now it should work. The overlay. Visible. Now it should work. Let me see the chat. It works. It works. Okay. We'll see how it works now. Right. New game. Thinker. Sensitive. Physical. Or create your own. I don't have a clue what I want to do. Sensitive will lose his mind. Intimidate the public, assert yourself, understand cup culture, charm men and women, play the puppet master. Take the blows, don't let the world kill you. Rabbi, thanks for the sub, Rabbi. Shrug off the pain. Enjoy healthy organs. Let the body take control, threaten people. Let no detail go unnoticed. Quick is to react. Okay. How I wanna do it. We get terrible psyche. We get great intellect. Great, terrible, weak, and good. Motorics and intellect is what I'll rely on. I wanna have huge intellect. Because it is the game of intellect after all. Persuasion, rhetoric, confirm. It's actually an agony to decide what you want to go with.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious for men's in it, no lie. Your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck in a minute.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Cut my head off. He's trying to murder the rest of it.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Kanema motor carriage.
What is this? Aha, that's the vote, eh? I guess. Alright. For the big decisions only. I think it is, I don't know. 160 seconds cooldown. I think it is. I really don't know what's this shit now.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them out.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
What's this? Is this for you to vote? I don't know what's this shit down there, but what's this? This is to vote, and it appears in a game. Now you can all vote, yeah?
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
I'll only use it when it's important. From now on.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Says the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
I don't need it, I need anyone. Maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? This person also forced the drinks on you.
Should go and get the shoe.
A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
It's amazing with voice acting. I remember playing without voice acting and I got tired quite fast. Like I could stick with it for a few hours and then I was soaked up. Okay. But now it's fucking relaxing with voice acting. It really is. Feels is how rank it smells here. Should have sent a pot. Wine, beer, sweet liquors. Satin shirt.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elon that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself. Just a vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror,
Wipe the mirror.
behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. It's some kind of a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Because I'm a superstar.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom. Superstardom.
You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
I don't want to know.
Good call. Go ahead and try something if you like. Or, stop staring into the mirror.
Your mind is fucking up with you, okay? Encyclopedia formidable. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Can we click save? Let the mirror be for now. Can we click save? That's fucking it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
42%.
In it, your face, like the rest of you, it
Let's see what's gonna happen when you succeed. If it's formidable, it should fucking work.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
Who am I? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness, aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice canema.
Why I adopted it?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
Feel the need to hear the clicking sound when I make it click click.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head.
How long ago was the new?
Some 20 odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
There is the well succeeding in electrochemistry. Tasks. Find your other shoe. Ilam la million. Internalize. Temporary surge bonus. -1 to logic. Head in the clouds. Research time. 4 hours, 30 minutes. Internalize. Got nothing more.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. This fan has 2 chain
Grab the tie.
switches. One, you swoop up and catch the tie. Snap, it's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Pull on the light bulb.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain.
Turn the lights off. Bring it on, I'm dead. Turn the lights off.
The lights are off.
Pull on the fan.
The blades come squeaking to a halt.
Leave. Commodore Red. Empty cassette case. Someone tore out the tape where the song was playing. Take a shoe. Everything is auto-equipped fine. Up we go. Yeah, great. There is integration with Twitch. I agree.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
No.
And why do you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Let her know you want her physically. It ain't gonna work. Who in the right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
I guess we can try, but it's gonna be a freaking failure.
Of course.
No.
Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Forever and ever.
Miss Oranje, disco dancer.
And ever, out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning is coursing through you. You must be hypersensitive from the hangover.
What do they got against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Is it 51st now?
It's 51.
Century.
The current century?
And that's...
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been there?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
That's so funny.
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization. There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Master World Room 3.
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
In that case, doesn't life get hard because we go on?
There we go on, alright.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this? Showed the empty case of the smallest church in Saint-Sion's. I think that's how they read it.
Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also, that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
In a cool way or like a wild beast?
Yes, it was very cool.
It's impossible to say whether she's being sarcastic or really means it.
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
You sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Is it a mod full voice acting? No, it's a fully released game now. Finally, there is a full voice acting and I can enjoy the game properly. Yeah.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Well, it is the game to enjoy from the couch, if you ask me. I would do the fucking same, you know, if I wasn't playing. So it is a... I can't call it a movie. More like a novel. Like a comic book. She left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Something on the table. Money.
The door is closed.
Try the handle. Knock, knock.
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside.
Knock again.
Still no answer.
Knock again much harder.
Still nothing.
Try the handle.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Leave. weekend edition of the satirical newspaper. Trompe-la-Monde. I don't speak French, but I think it means stump the world. I'm not sure though. That's where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. Speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense, my soul is modest, normal size, my soul is puny, my soul's cubic contact is obscured by the hangover. We go with immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system. By other people.
It goes well with the theory I'm developing that I'm a down on my luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Maybe something happier.
No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
What is this? It's a healing item. Where have you placed it? Whatever. A water cooler. The soft purr of electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Menu been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. A woman hand wrote yesterday's menu. The day starts in a man's handwriting. Door is bolted. Kitchen reserved for personnel until 13. Union members, door open, 16. An oil pinball machine unplugged. Bottle of rum. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Summer door closed for the winter. Alright. First things first.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the
Kim
floor.
Kitsuragi.
Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Invent a name for yourself.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It is not yet time.
Okay then.
Processes the information and disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
No, I haven't.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What were we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
But first, we have to take it down.
I'll give you so sure I'm from the police.
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the citizens' militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
You mean Infernal Affairs?
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
What about insignia?
Yes,
They're just white rectangles.
they're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Should I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
Pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Let's roll.
After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Anything about it.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing.
Do you want me to brief you?
Yes.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
The RCM is...
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
So our job is to find the killer.
That's right.
Get some secret task completed. Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a...
Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering?
Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately.
The wary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
Wow, really? That's mega sexy. You're being sarcastic, aren't you? It can just be a sex murder. It can just be a sex murder.
That's commendable. Was there anything else?
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even. He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit, then hit him with it.
Why are we on the same case if we are from different precincts?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cup-off.
Cup off.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Tell me now.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Info again?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
No.
There's no reason. 3 days ago, during a security guard to find... Just to be clear, we are police... Good.
Legendary Inland Empire, very low chance to succeed. Convince him there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. Get the fuck out. But I'm that curious if it can work or not. That would be fucking hilarious from the start. Let's try once, eh?
Yes?
Only banal things strike.
I know the chances can go up throughout the game. I'm aware of it. I played the game before. Yeah, I did when there was no voice acting on a release day. But it was freaking pain to play without
Yes.
voice acting. Now it's different. It feels like a new game, to be honest.
Only banal.
Like, come on. Damage
Despair
morale.
creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up.
We will receive something new that we can research. That's what I would like to know. I won't convince. I mean, that there is a small chance if I reload 100 times. No need to do it. Where were you? Oh, there's nothing. Yet.
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
The Harbinger of Ruin. Currently in between names. The Harbinger of Ruin.
What?
I just wanted to see what happens if I say. Now I do. I am it.
I have no idea what that means.
I've been to the precipice. I've seen the end. The Duskland will begin soon. It makes no difference if you understand or not. I've seen the end.
What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Who made a call reporting the crime?
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Play the fool, who me?
Mm-hmm. I have everything. You?
Ask.
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
He thinks you're stupid, sire. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Where is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How do we get there?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
You the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias I manage. 3. Get over it.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Everything is my business.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Didn't go well.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Everything has something to do with everything.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was
Who killed
doing.
him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Who did you mean by they?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Slip away unnoticed, 42%. Please succeed.
One moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
What the fuck? chair is right behind me, isn't she? Why vote? Fuck you, asshole. Why both heads?
Watch out!
Everything goes dark.
Back have you felt the love?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Are you okay?
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
Are you okay?
The chair took the brunt of it. Don't worry.
Are you sure, ma'am?
Yes. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
He's shaken. Barter now and he'll cave in.
Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room. Not entirely cool. You still owe me 60 real for 3 nights stay. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Yeah, what the
Where
fuck happened?
is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Yeah, hell one.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Far away.
In time or space?
Both.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I live in a dumpster, I don't care, fuck everything. Hobo cup. Yeah, we are hobo cup. Hobo cup.
Entertain the thought when you get the
Don't
time.
gain hobo
Maybe
cup.
being a hobo and a cop has its
Hobo cup.
advantages.
Yo, hobo cup. Shit. Hobo cup. What thought have we gained? A hobo cup. Less composure. We don't have a solution to this. Memorize. Internalize. Hobo cup. Hobo cup.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does it mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin. But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
How you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
Want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime? Reading backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course, I forgot I had you.
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on, and, sweetie, you are looking unsteady. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down, perhaps another time.
Sweeties need money. The sweeties get money.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck? Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Oh, sweetie, Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I don't... Of course. Hello again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the...
Try to force it.
It's 17. That thing has chance to work. To be honest. In a few retries, but it has a chance to work.
Hello again. Oh, sweetie, I heard your...
Try to.
See if I get money. If I get money there, I give it to a bartender. And that's one problem less for the start.
Hello again, Oh, sweetie, I heard your...
Try to.
Hello again. Oh, sweetie, I heard your...
Try to
This
force
shit
it.
ain't gonna work.
Hello again, Oh, sweetie, I heard your...
Try to.
Once more, and it's enough.
Hello. Oh, sweetie, I heard your...
Try to force a tear out of your duct. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression thing.
0 from fucking suggestion. It needs to roll 10.
Oh, sweetie, I heard...
Try to force a tear out of your duct.
Roll 6. 5, 6. 2, 5, 6, 5. 6, 4, 4, 6. It's not like it's impossible to roll that, okay?
Hello again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I heard your...
Try to force it.
But on this game mechanics, it seems fucking impossible. So we do something else. What else?
Hello again, sweetie.
Don't know if you notice, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
A war zone at the edge of the world. In Revachol.
That's right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise.
What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
All I know is we're approaching the end of times. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. We say it's 51st.
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy. Dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds civilization covers before us. We're governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations and determine the freest market. Old world conspiracies are here, by the way. Radios are being used to control people's minds. Concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. We're living under the Cap regime. Not far from the truth. Dictatorship. Everything is dictatorship these days.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But they still have cops.
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Get the reality lowdown.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
Did you fight in a war?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
A mountaineer.
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some figurative peak. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays. That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
You okay?
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
It was like my body had a will of its own. I was running, my torso turned, my hands made this alone gesture. Sorry you had to witness it.
Don't beat yourself up over it too much, dear.
I guess we're all done here. There is this idiot. Let me see.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
It's drink o'clock. An hour.
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
Should I be thinking about this? Looks like drinking hasn't turned out too well for me.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy.
Yeah.
Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Lick the stain of the counter. Lick it, don't lick it. Lick it, but only a little. Don't lick it.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then.
Normal, boring person drink.
Get your drink on and your act together.
Get your drink on. Yo. Man, it's so freaking good. I wanna load it again. Let's see what's gonna happen when you lick it.
Hello again, sweetie.
That sugary black rum stain
I'll say
on the
2
counter
hours
makes
now.
you teary. An hour would have been bad. 2 hours is mystical. You have truly wiped out all trace of yourself if you haven't thought about rum and lemonade yet.
I've been secretly thinking about it all this time.
There he is, the old boy, the devil. You rascal, you. Let's celebrate right now by licking that stain off the counter. Do it. It'll be wild.
Like Ozzy Osbourne, eh?
Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, then out of the window again.
What are you doing?
Investigating.
We should move.
You could definitely go for some more. The titillating scent of alcohol in your nostrils was beautiful.
Oh my god. Investigating.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too. But first, you should lick that stain off the counter.
Don't.
Yeah, what happened, man? You get your drink on.
We stay with that choice. Sleeping ductwork.
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Inspect the piece of plastic.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Pick up the pills.
The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
I'm gonna get fucked up with health and morale because I picked it that way. Ah, shit. Steal.
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
Does the lieutenant see me?
No, he's looking the other way, perhaps purposefully.
Swipe through the pocketbook, take what's inside, or steal the document. Does this work? Can you vote, guys? And what's this also? I have no clue about this shit down here. I've been thinking about document 2.
You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says 5 real. It feels nice and greasy. Yum yum. Money. Think of all the things you can buy with this. The synapses in your brain fire with glee. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your action.
We'll try to wake him up, see what happens.
Yes?
The worker is in a deep slumber. You gently shake his shoulder.
You piece of shit, wake him up. It's nearly 50%.
The worker is in a deep slumber. You gently shake his shoulder. The worker is in a deep slumber. There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Why the yelling, man?
Looks like a sow descendant. A lot of sow dock workers around.
Really? You woke me up for that? Fine. What is it, officer?
You know anything about the dead body in the yard?
Yeah, what about it?
What do you know about it?
You know, people die here every day. Someone's found in a ditch, another one falls in a manhole, a third one gets eaten by stray dogs. If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern?
Tell me what you know.
I can tell you this. Trouble's ahead. You heard what I said. Draw your own conclusions. That's all I know, and I prefer to keep it this way.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod, then makes a note in his blue notebook.
The bottle's yours.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
Anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Was it a fathomless darkness into which we ought to be deferred like corpses to a mausoleum?
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir, but when I'm out, then I'm really out. No corpses, no mausoleums, just quality time.
Tell me about the Wild Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics. How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
Not sure what you mean.
We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines. For one, I get use some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work. Right to sleep, I say.
While you hear what the others are striking.
Nate got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. Or just getting some sleep. Or was.
Who's behind the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
There's no leader.
Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart. Knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on.
Can we get a bottle?
Can I help you?
Pour me a drink.
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
It's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing. It is but an imitation.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He has a freaking complex of being a bartender.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Because you're not a bartender.
That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager. I'm glad we cleared that.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I want a fucking drink, asshole. I'm an alcohol operating detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
You do not want to tempt me, not when it comes to marinellas. Pineapple.
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it.
You motherfucker.
What thing?
What about the sign the mess hall is reserved for the union?
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Who's in the union box?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Why can't I go into a kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
I have a search warrant.
No, you don't.
You better believe it, fucker.
Fucker. Lay off the swear words. They don't make you cool. This isn't kindergarten. Besides, the RCM doesn't do search warrants. I know the law. You'll just have to wait for the kitchen to open. If you have to get in there, which you don't.
You do realize you can just go into the kitchen at 1300 hours. No need for superstar charm or Sambo-style antics here. Sambo is an acronym for Samaran boxing. Graceful martial arts stuff. Sambo style implies stealth, cleverness, and cool. Just letting you know.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
I'm gonna sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in The question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
Do I have a
It's not a shaker. It's nothing.
Am I wearing a... Am I smiling? Do you... Because I'm...
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Give me a fucking drink, asshole.
Well, you're not getting it, asshole!
This is a thoughtful exchange, but can we move on, please?
Yo. Let me see, what do we got now? We got 1 million tests. I don't even want to look at them. I know what I need to do. Hobo Cup. On its way. Got minus logic and composure because of it. Health is also low. Green ape pen. I guess off we go, eh? Shouldn't be anything else. That door is closed. That's the exit. Really, for what I've seen so far, this human being decomposes. Still climbable. The ladders for kids wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse. What's this? Magnesium and money. Oxidizing for some years.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Because it's nice and orderly, well-laid pad.
I get it when you fail on like less than 20%. This is disgusting. It's 50. Yes, you have to succeed. Fucking troll.
An inconspicuous pile. Because it's nice and orderly.
They fixed bugs. The game didn't have that many bugs, as far as I know.
An inconspicuous part because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Level up.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
It doesn't allow me to get in. Are you shitting me? No, I can't click on it. Probably it doesn't allow before I do this. We need a pry bar.